Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am now reaching out to my Netty students, Cisco people. So check this out. We had a dynamic conversation yesterday. Yes, we did. It was dynamic. Right now, you cannot see me because I wanted to clear the screen. So it's quite a few things I want to point out while we are finishing up this class. And this is just another step of what we talked about in our meeting yesterday. So I want to make sure I follow up on that. You should have received the email from me about the job. If you apply for the job, please let me know so I can take that conversation to the individuals who are actually letting us know about the job, so I can make sure you guys who actually apply can get in there. So hopefully we can get some people in there working successfully while they're sitting at home. Okay, so what am I talking about now? So I'm gonna go over a couple of things. The first thing I'm gonna go over is the labs that we had a discussion about, and then where are we going with the labs. As you can see on my screen, the very first project that you should have completed or about to complete it is 7.2.3.3 under this new calendar. Remember, the dates are in there, but I'm not holding towards those dates. I'm mostly looking at that final date when class is over. Now, if you don't know that final date when class is over because you was one of the individuals that didn't show up in the online session, you need to reach out to me so we can have a better conversation. I don't want to put it on here because if you wasn't in on that session, you're going to be confused. So please reach out to me. This will be sent to all of the Netty students. So make sure if you don't know your final date, it's on you to reach out to me, not for me to consistently reach out to you when you are not doing your part. Okay, with that being said, we're 2 minutes into this already. So remember, I am going to remove all of these labs. Now, like I said, if you already did the lab, kudos to you. I'm going to give you a grade. I'm going to grade it and give you a grade. But you're going to see me come in here and remove these labs. I am finna work on that project today so it can be completed. As you can see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 so far. Going up to that 7, 2, 3, 3. So we said 8 here. And we got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's going to be some significant changes in these labs. But don't worry, you will have a packet tracer that's either equal to or equivalent to that particular lab. Now, hopefully you will successfully enjoy the changes and knock them out and be okay. Also, this here down here where we're talking about the hands-on, like I said, I'm throwing that out. No need that. We're getting rid of that. All you're going to focus is on this here, the final exam, which is going to be multiple choice questions. And you can see it already says May the 16th. That's when you will be able to access that particular lab. And right here you have the feedback. You will have to do the feedback. And also this is what I will do to complete your course, which is instructor. Instructor use only assign student at pass status. And the reason that's important, as you saw me just switch it up, the reason that is important for you is because that right there will give you that free voucher to go take your lab. Once again, once I complete this here, you receive your free voucher to go in and be able to take your certification. You don't get any points for it. These two here is just feedback and also me passing you through the course so you can receive that free voucher. Yes, Cisco still honor it, and I hope by the time we complete this course they will still honor it, but we'll see. Okay, you guys can let me know if you receive a free voucher. The practice tests and all that stuff, I'm gonna open that up a little early so you can practice with it if you want. It's 5%, so I know you will practice with it. And this particular test, I'm gonna come back and talk about this in a minute, but let me finish up here when we're talking about these labs. So it's quite a few labs that I put in here, and I'm gonna swap them out. Okay, so William asked me where would I start, and like I said, William, I wanted to have a conversation with you guys first. Some of you already did these labs, and you can see 7, 2, 3, 3. This is where I'm gonna start. Even though that's a packet tracer, this is where I'm taking off in that particular week, and I'm coming all the way down to knock it out. So hopefully this was clear to you. What you took away from this part of this video log so far is that 1, all of these labs I'm gonna replace, and 2, just don't go into net labs anymore. Remember, these guys are on net labs now, so if you can avoid going in there, I'm not gonna say don't go in there, because you know some students may still be built into that, charming into that. But if for me as a professor, I will appreciate you not going in there messing around, because it's going to jam you up. And after today, you're gonna see packet tracers in here anyway. So today is Tuesday, 3/24/2020, and I'm going to sit here and make sure all of your work is done when it comes to this. As far as the chapter exams, we don't have that many left. If you was really intelligent, which I believe you all are, so don't think you're not, I would, if you can, just go in there and take these exams and get them out the way. That's what I would do. I still have this exam set for May the 10th. I'm really not going to change these, because, hey, you can go in there and take them at will. So go ahead and do your best. Okay, so with that being said, let me talk about this Chapter 7 practice exam. Now, with this being said, I told you guys I was going to open it up. I am still having problems with this, and I really don't know why, because it's set at May the 8th, and it's not letting me change that date. And what I think happened is there's some students in there. But I thought to myself, you know, let's skill up. Let's show that we have dynamic skills in this networking thing. So I'm going to send you, you're going to see me send you a packet tracer as an assessment. And I'm going to also send that file with it. But let me open this up for you. If I open this up, this is that packet tracer, that Chapter 7 packet tracer right here. Now, you can go in here and make changes to things and stuff like that. But I want to take it to another level. And I'm hollering out to those dynamic students who in my class who want to always show that they do have a skill set to work in the Cisco world. So as you can see this, I am going to be building this out, and I'm going to start building it out today. So you, after this lesson here, you will receive another one. But what's important is I want you to open up Packet Tracer. I'm going to close this. I want you to come here and open up Packet Tracer. Where's my Packet Tracer? Right here. Open up Packet Tracer, a blank Packet Tracer, and see if you can take this lesson here, which I just shut it. I don't know why I closed it up. I'm going to reopen it up and mimic this by doing everything in it. Now, don't worry, because 1, in here, you have everything that you need to do. And 2, I'm going to actually do it so you can just follow along. You know, you can just follow along and see it actually being accomplished in here. Okay, what I did was just shut down all devices. So what do I mean by that? What are you saying, Professor? Well, if you take this here, and I'm going to slide this over onto my other screen so I can see it. And I'm also going to slide this over to my other screen so I can see it over here. Why not? Let's get dynamic. You know, I'm always sending you challenges. Let's say we start creating this, and I'm going to grade it. I will grade it for you. We start creating this. So, and I'm talking about from scratch. Let's act like we're a baker and we want to make some bread, some donuts, and some pastries. I know this is going to sound funny, but brownies. But anyway, we want to make this here. So why not go and throw up here and put up here? Let me go to my tools. I know I need 6 PCs. So I grab 6 PCs. These 3 will simply be for this section here. And then I grab 3 more PCs for the next section. So there is the PCs right there. So I'm building this from scratch. And don't worry, I am going to walk through it so you will see what you have to do. So right now I got 6 PCs. Well, what else do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4 different switches. So I'm going to go over here to my switches and click on switches. And I'm going to use the 2600s. Throw them up there in a sort of order. I said I needed 4 of them. So now here is my switches. I am building this from scratch. So William, I want to see what up your game. Let's go in here and let's build it together. You know, let's go ahead and build these together, William. I know you was talking about it anyway. So let's build it from scratch. Okay, so now I have my switches up there. Okay, they're not in a certain order. What do I need for routers? I just need 1 router. So I'm gonna go up here and put the router in. Now, it's gonna be times when you're gonna think, well, Professor, oh, that's too much. I'm gonna use the 29000, but I'm gonna come over here before I decide what my router should be, because I should be following this lesson, but I'm thinking it's the 29100. Let me see what router they saying in my addressing table they say I need. Let me go in here and look at it. I'm looking for their router. Maybe they gonna tell me which one I need. I know it's in here somewhere. Okay, so they didn't give me a specific router to use. They didn't say what the device was like they normally do. They didn't give me that. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the 2901, or say the 2900s. As you can see, now if you see the router in here, and don't worry, I'm gonna come back and re-look at it again because I should be reading this. But right now I'm just going off of the topology that's here instead of the actual Now, you know, I can go into this router. I can click in here, but I'm not going to do that right now. But I can come here, and this is what I challenge you to do. Go here, connect to one of these devices, and then go up here and connect to the console, and then go into the router and see specifically what router it is. Okay, so now I know that I can put a command. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna see if you gonna do it. It's probably gonna tell you right here anyway. So it's no use of me trying to trick you up, because I know you're gonna peep that it's in the information anyway. But you can specifically go in here and see what router it is up in here. But for this short video I'm sending you, I am going to put the 2901 router up here. So now I have a router. Now you may say, hey, Professor, what about this cloud up here? That's looking like something we never went through before. Well, if you want to put that cloud in there, it's a way to put it in there. So I can choose a particular device. Let me see if I say a 2900 router again. And don't worry, I'm gonna walk through it. Right now I'm just throwing things up here. And I click on this little cloud plus right here. It's gonna tell me I need to select something to do it. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake. See guys, even I make a mistake. Let me get rid of that, because it should have been a cloud. Okay, let me go right over here and get rid of this. Yes, okay, put that back. Okay, so this is giving us a chance to use Packet Tracer the way it is really intended to be used. So now I'm gonna come back here. I should have went and got a cloud, and then took a cloud where it says PT cloud, and put there, then clicked on that cloud. See, that's how, well, I wish I would quit messing up. That's how we should be choosing our cloud. There it is. Now, you see, I transferred that cloud right there. That way, if you look here, you can take that cloud here and create that cloud in here. But you got to make sure you have the right cabling connected to that cloud, because we got to put a server in there. So I'm going to go in here and throw a server in there. So I'm going to come back to my devices and I'm going to look for this server, and I'm going to put that server right there. Okay, so if everything is right, we have a server, we have a cloud, we have a router, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 switches, we have 3 PCs and 3 PCs here, but we missing something. We need 2 more servers. We need a DNS server, and this look like this is our web server right there. So I'm gonna go put those devices in right quick. I'm gonna drop in another server right here, and then put in another server. Now you have multiple servers on here. You got right here a server, and when you see Mulaki, that means that's a server that has Wi-Fi built in. We're not going to use that server. I don't think we're going to have to use it. See right there? But any server you can throw a Wi-Fi card on. So I'm not going to pretty much worry about that right now. I'm going to say yes. Then I'm going to get mine back. So let's take a look at what we have here now, people. Remember, I'm going to send you this file, and you simply going to mimic the file. And you're going to watch me go through this all the way coming up to the class. And I'm also going to talk about access lists. What's my tongue? Access list. So you see that it's multiple things in here. The same one. What is our focus, people? What is our focus? VLANs, trunking, and router on a stick. Okay, but in here you have ACLs, configure ACLs. So this document that we're going to create from scratch, to show that we have the skill set to do this, you have here, it says you will practice and be assessed on the following skills. Configuration of initial device settings, IPv4 addressing assignments, configuration and addressing of device interfaces, configuration of VLANs on 3 switches, configuration of trunking and inter-VLAN routing, configuration of ACLs. This is what we really want to do. So let's do it from scratch. So in my next video about this, okay, you see this part here. In my next video about this, we're going to take it to the next level. Well, what would be the next level, Professor Sistrom? Well, the next level is, let's get this here in there, okay? Let's get this here, these here, and then let's start labeling everything. And once we label everything, then we're going to make our connections. Or we may make our connections first, because that should be the next thing. It would be nice to connect the devices together. And once we connect them together, then we're going to go and label. And this we're going to do before we actually go in and start actually configuring each one of these devices. And remember, in our configuration, we're going to take it step by step. Okay, we're going to take it step by step. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things we want to do in here. Configurations of initial device settings, we're going to do that first. And then we're going to put our IP addressing on. Then we're going to make sure we have a robust IP addressing scheme. And we're going to set up our VLANs and so on and so forth. And we're just going to follow down the list of this. Now, if you're willing to participate in this with me, I will appreciate it. You're going to get a chance to watch me do it, and you're going to get a chance to do it yourself, so you'll know how to do it. And I think this trumps just doing a file on his own that's already pre-configured. This is already pre-configured, and let's go in here and build this. And let me tell you this, what's going to happen to you once you do this. As you begin to build this, you're going to notice your dynamic skill set in Cisco routing and switching. So no one will be able to tell you that you don't have a skill set. You're going to put in the IP addresses. You're going to configure the devices. And as you can see, I already connected to one device, which is a router. And then I begin to manipulate or go in there to do configurations on the particular device. So today is Tuesday. I'm starting with this here. You see the first part of it. This is Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then when we hit Sunday, we should be done with everything. And then what will happen Monday when we meet, everybody will be able to talk about it and say, yeah, now I'm understanding ACLs. Now I see how we apply VLANs. You will have a more robust and dynamic understanding of how to do it. And this is how networking should be taught. So with that being said, this is Professor Sistrom, and I just wanted to briefly reach out to you about this. I'm gonna go back to the academy to make sure I hit all the points in the academy. So we talked about, we just gonna step back and talk about what we went through so far. We talked about all of these labs being turned to packet tracer. We talked about the final exam being the only exam you'll have to complete, the hands-on lab that is now empty. For that hands-on lab, 20 points. Don't worry, we're gonna do something about that. But we talked about that. We also, and you see it won't let me uncheck it because I got to want to adjust the points. I'm gonna take this 20 points and spread it out through the entire class. So don't worry, you'll see the 20 points spread out through the class. We talked about also the feedback that you'll be doing to close out and what I got to do to pass you through the class. And now we're going to work through this week. We're going to work through this lab here so you can actually see how to put this together so you can build your own. And then we're going to end this class and we're going to have more knowledge and skill sets on this. Like I said earlier, if I sent you a job, that email about the job, take your time and see if you can apply for it so you can be working at home in an IT situation, and reach out and let me know if you applied so I can make sure I talk to the powers to be who sent that information out and make sure that it's a truthful information and that you're really doing what you need to do to get the particular position. And I hope that I was clear about this, but as I walk through it all through the week, you will see the clarity that I bring to it. Once again, people, this is Professor Sistrom,